All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me in another video here for SyllaFX. So, in this video, we are doing a market analysis, a recap of the prior week, week ending October the 14th, 2022. So in this one, we're going to be focusing on the dollar-yen pair. Now, in the prior video, I was planning on doing the multiple pairs together, but the euro-dollar video kind of went already pretty long, so I decided to go ahead and break these up into different videos. Now, before we jump into it here, if you guys do like the content, definitely don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way you know when new content is uploaded. So let's go ahead and jump right in here and see what we had happen. So based on my trading strategies, whether it's support and resistance, supply and demand, and trend trading, I'm going to go ahead and start by marking up the chart with my supply or my support and resistance levels on the 4-hour chart. I always start on the higher time frame to get the major levels applied because that's what I'm trading off of. So we have the start of the week here. I already marked this with this horizontal line. This is October the 9th, last Sunday at market open. So as you can kind of see, we're clearly in an uptrend for the dollar-yen. And we have a level down here. Price is pretty well far away from that, so we're not going to worry too much about these lower levels that were already drawn. We do have a pretty good level that we're working with here, and then nothing at the top that we can really identify as of yet, so we're kind of in open space, nowhere to go there. So let's go ahead and move down to the hourly chart and see if we got anything significant that we can mark up. Now, of course, we don't know anything past to the right of the horizontal line since that's the market open. We're just going off of what's available to us at the moment. So I do see this high here that was created and rejected pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a temporary level. Now, this isn't anything significant as of yet. It's only one rejection above the major level here. This is something we want to be aware of. So let's see what happens and if there's any valid trades that we could have picked up on. We're going to move down to the 15-minute chart. This is where I usually look for my entry positions after I draw up my levels. Let's see. This is already drawn there. So we are at the market open at this point, right? And this is the temporary zone that we established after the break of the resistance level, which can now play as the support level. So we got our hourly zone that was marked here. Price rejected nicely and then broke above it. Came back down. Now at the market open, I'm not trading anything on Sunday anyways, so just kind of seeing what happens with the price action and see if anything is established. So price goes up and continues to move up above the support level down here. Comes back down, bounces off of it, comes back down, and rejects it pretty nicely here. So we do have significant rejection happen here. Now, unfortunately, with this not being really a major level, nothing really clear, in my opinion, I would not have actually taken this trade, so I would have missed this move. But as you can see, price is above the support, comes back down into it, shows us the rejection wicks. This could have been a buy, but I likely would have missed that one anyway. So we're going to keep moving forward. Price continues up, goes up. Now what I would have actually done, because even if I would have missed this one, I would have identified this as a potential demand level being established. So significant buys come here. So what I would have did is apply my demand zone here. Now either way, as we can see, nothing really came of that demand zone, but significant buys coming in here is signifying that there's going to be a demand zone created for a potential entry point to continue the trend upward. Unfortunately, like I said, nothing comes all the way down for us to actually buy into, so that's just missed. Price does what it needs to do and keeps moving forward. So we have a high here after this one, so a new high created, and then price just starts to kind of consolidate in this area here. If you can see, a low, 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 low. Nothing really significant that breaks through anything. It is created a little bit, but then it comes right back into that zone. So all of this is just consolidation. So we wait and see what else happens. So we have the highs here that are created, and then we got significant consolidation going on here, right? So this is where we're looking for something to actually happen. Is price going to go down or is price going to go up? As you can see, we have a lot of buys coming in to break completely above that high. So here we have another demand zone being created. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that up. My demand zone is going to be based on this area. Now, as I go through this analysis and recap, I don't go into details on how I actually identify those areas. So this is something that I teach in the course on SyllaFX.com. So if you are interested in learning how to trade based on my strategies, you're welcome to go ahead and check that out and see if that's something you're interested in. I do also offer a students group on Discord, which is based on a monthly subscription, where we do go through the course content as well, so you can learn it that way. And it does also include live sessions that I actually will trade and analyze the market and answer questions, Q&A sessions basically with the students for the group here. So outside of this, we got significant move up here. So I have my demand level set up here. And as you can see, even though price comes all the way up here, it does come all the way back down into that zone. So this is where I'm looking for a buy position. So we'll go ahead and mark that up. Got a nice little rejection here that happens, so we are buying in. Stop loss, always use your stop loss. I do not trade without stop losses, and I usually recommend not to any traders to trade without a stop loss as well. But I'm going to go ahead and set this below the wick of that zone and give it a little bit extra room, about 12 pips. And typically I'm going for either 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio or 1 to 3s. In this case, this high here is what I'm aiming for, so anything below that is probably going to give me about a 1 to 2 ratio. So if my stop loss is 12, my take profit is going to be 24 pips. So right around here, it's going to be my take profit. And as you can see, price does pretty immediately go right back up to that area and hit it, and we have a winning trade there. Now, price does come all the way back down to almost our break even, but our stop loss is way down here. We would still be in our trade, and as it moves to the next candle for the 15-minute, we have a winner. So now, let's move forward and see what else happens here. A new high is created. We have a new zone. This could be technically be a trend trading zone that I would establish for an entry point. Now, this is something that I also teach in the course, so if you want to learn more about that, SyllaFX.com. But we have a high here and a high that's broken here. So this could be a nice little move that we could have taken. I would establish a zone here to re-enter to continue the trend. Now, from what I can tell here, price does make a new high from this high. Price does come back down into the zone. Now, I don't see any significant rejection or wicks that I would have taken on this zone here, because price pretty much blows right through it and comes all the way down here. At that point, I'm no longer interested in taking a buy. Even though we have a very steep rejection, that move all the way down past the zone kind of breaks that rule for me. So I'm out of that trade. Even though I have the zone set up, I don't take any buys at this point. Unfortunately, price does continue to go back up, but it didn't fit my rules, so I'm not taking it. You got to stay consistent with that and make sure you stick to your rules if you have some established for yourself. Price continues to move up. We have this high here that's broken. Continue to go up, and the high that we actually create is way up here. So there's not really a level that I would be looking for a re-entry unless it's something like way down here. So let's say I drew a zone for price to come all the way back down. As you can see, we don't see anything really come all the way down to that level. We have a high here, and it kind of stagnates at this point and starts to consolidate between these two highs and lows. And that's it. Now, I'm not sure if this was a news event that probably happened here. It probably was. So either way, when news events comes out, as mentioned before, my trading strategy goes completely out of the window. If there's news, an hour or two afterwards, I'm not trading it. I'll wait until at least those couple of hours, and then I'll wait for price to do what it needs to do, and then I'll look for another setup to happen for me to take another position. But throughout that entire course of the news happening, price comes all the way down here, but doesn't quite get to the level that I previously drawn. And even if it had, if this is news that's doing this, I'm not taking the trade anyway. So this becomes irrelevant. Just another setup. We're looking for potential buys, but it didn't actually happen. So we keep it moving. So price comes here, Nothing significant that I would take. We have a high here, so we're kind of being mindful of that. Price continue to move up. I don't see any significant moves up or down that I would consider for supply and demand. And we're in no man's zone at this point. There's no support level. There's no resistance level in the major time frames. So we're just kind of going with it here at this point and trend trading upward. So now here, this would be a level that I would look for as a high being broken as price continues to move up here. So we'll draw that up and mark a level. If price comes back down into the zone, I'm looking for a buy. As you can see, this doesn't always work out for you, especially, I mean, you just got to be patient and wait for your actual setups to actually happen. If they don't happen, you don't trade it. Don't force something that's not actually there. So price doesn't actually come back down into this area, so we don't have a buy. Now here we do have a high that's created, and price does come up and break above that and come back down to test it, and it just continues to fly up. Now the only hesitation with this is I would have missed this entire move because this was technically created by news event, and I'm a little iffy about that, so I kind of stay away from that. So even though we can draw a level there and it was hit and it continued to move upward, it's not one that I would take in because of the way it was created by the news event. So unfortunately, all of this profit is missed. But that's how it is sometimes. You just got to be patient and wait for your setups and stick to your rules. So all of this move all the way up, and I think we have a new high created here, but I'm not sure this will be a significant support level at this point or a resistance level on a major time frame yet. We just kind of have to wait for price to play out. But that's pretty much it for the dollar yen at this point here. So what did we actually have happen throughout the week? What trades did we take? We had a lot of setups happen, but nothing that actually went back in and gave us an entry for it. So we only had this one trade for 24 pips. Did we have anything before that? Nope, nothing. So just one trade would have been taken on the dollar yen for this past week. So as far as my trading strategies and the rules that I apply, my risk management, one trade, and we would have been done for the week on that one. Luckily, we had 4 trades on the euro dollar that we could have taken last week, but sometimes that's how it is for depending on the pair that you're trading with. So only one single trade. So as mentioned before, if you guys like the content, definitely subscribe to the channel and hit the notification. That way you know when new analysis is uploaded. And also, just to mention, I will be providing analysis on the 3 to 5 major currency pairs that I monitor throughout the week. So every evening of the weekday, I'm going to go ahead and provide analysis on that and see what I'm looking for the upcoming sessions, whether it's the London session or the New York session. Most of my trades take place during the New York session, but I know a lot of traders trade London as well. So I will go ahead and do analysis for those sessions upcoming during the evenings on the weekdays, likely around 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then, as mentioned, if you guys are interested in learning how I trade, my trading strategies, the rules, the psychology behind it, everything that goes into how I stay consistently profitable, check out SyllaFX.com. There's a course available there, and you can also join the student group for the live sessions with me, and you can take trades with me. Now, I wouldn't say take trades with me because this is not going to be a signals group. I'm not here to tell you what to trade and when to trade it. I'm here to provide you information and education on what rules I use, what risk management I use, and the strategies that I implement to stay consistently profitable. You need to be able to make those decisions for yourself. Take trades for yourself. But I will have those live sessions to where you can see me take those live trades and analyze the market live as well with you and answer your questions. That is available through the SyllaFX student group. And this is a Discord-based community. Like I said, SyllaFX.com if you're interested in that. But outside of that, that's all for the euro dollar here. Oh, sorry, not the euro dollar, the dollar yen. So one trade for the week. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.